Ni hao, and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. As you can see, it's May 1944, and, well, the Soviet Union wants war. I think we'll give it to them. Also, we're at war with Spain. They declared last month. If anything is going to happen in that war at all, I don't know. Spain is a long way away. But for some reason they really disliked me. So I've never sent any ships over to their waters. They don't really have anything near me, so why they were so provoked, I don't know. But they have a good relationship with the Soviet Union, so that dragged the Soviets in as well, so why not? Also, we are invading Korea, while trying. The chance to succeed is not that great. It's 2 months left. After that is done, before we start any actual big fighting with the Soviets, I want to bring my ships in for some refits. Wartime monthly balance now is almost 3 billion, and that's with my own, well, pretty much all of my navy out at sea. In peacetime, even with all of it out here in the invasion circle, we were still doing like 1.5 billion plus. So I think the budgetary constraints when it comes to ship designs, yeah, they're gonna go away. What I will struggle with though is shipbuilding capacity. I'm not really building that much right now. I'm building those 2 battleships we designed. The Shui Ma is going to be finished in 6 months, and Hife finish in 15 months. And also, we are refitting the Hizen. And what's that? Well, the war with Japan ended, and I did start to record an episode of, you know, when the war ended. Wasn't any major combat. We did have some combat. The new DDs went to ambush a Japanese battleship, escorted by a single enemy DD, and it worked well. We sank the battleship and the DD, only losing one of the new DDs ourselves. Also did a 1v1 with an enemy DD, and our new DDs, well, they held up. They can go one-on-one with a Japanese DD. We got a peace treaty. I asked for, I think it was the Liaodong Peninsula, or no, actually Northeast Korea was the one I could afford to get. For some reason, it was cheaper than Liaodong Peninsula, even though the income is higher. I don't know. But, and yeah, I asked for it. I didn't get it. What I did ask for and get was, let's see, where is it? Konko, one of their battleships. So let's take a look at it now, just before we continue. I also recorded the refit of it, and also designing a refit of the Temu and Beijing class. So what happened then was my game crashed, and it screwed up the recording, so that's why you didn't see any of that. And also it didn't save the last refits I did to the battleship and battlecruiser classes. So we're gonna have to do those over again. But that is fine, at least I can get it on video. Let's take a look at the battleship. So, here's the Japanese Konko class battleship. As you can see, it's, you know, we have faced them in combat before. Haven't really had any big problems sinking them, because, well, anti-torp 1, barbette 1, only Krupp 4, and not the best armor layout. Decent main belt, but the deck armor leaves a lot to be desired, especially the main deck, only 1.2. The fore and aft decks, for some reason, twice as thick. That's not really gonna help them. Oh, well. Although that third inner deck is equal to 4 inches, so I guess that's something. So, yeah, 20. Is that right? Yeah, 20 Mark III 16-inch guns. That's a lot of firepower, but not the most effective firepower. Let's see what I did to it in the refit. So, here is the refit Teemu-class. I made it a little bit faster. I reduced the number of guns from 20 to 15, but they are now Mark Vs. And these pack quite a punch, and at long range too. I gave it better anti-torp and barbette protection because they really needed that. Modern 1 armor and better armor as well, especially the main deck. And let's see, casemates, or are you? There you are. Also very decent. Well, these can start picking apart DDs out to 20 kilometers, which is very useful. Flashfire chance, only 1.5% now, which is not bad. And let's see, where was it? Yeah, 50 kilometer range with tube powder 3. That is quite good. So, there you have it, my refit Teemu-class battleship. Hopefully it's going to be of use to me. So I could do the refit designs now, or we could just wait until this is done, because it has to be before I send them back into port anyway. Let's see, do we have anything? Yeah, the Shoima finished in 6 months. Battlecruiser built for the Belgians finished in 1 month. They've been, both the Belgians and my new ally, the Netherlands, have been pestering me for ships, but I kind of need my my shipbuilding capacity if I want to do like refit stuff. What are we getting here? Mark IV 19-inch. Okay. Let's go. June 1944. Alright. Oh, I thought we did go to war. Fine. Now we're at war. It's minus 11 with the US. And we got modern armor too. That is useful. Wow, Britain losing a lot of transports. Oh, wow, Britain. Britain dissolved. Well, okay. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff happening. Mostly related to Britain collapsing, so... Okay. Well, I guess they're gonna reform somehow. But their colonies will be up for grabs, and I really do hope that my armies will seize the chance to pick up a lot of territory here. Tibet is an independent nation, but all these ungoverned territory places. Oh, ungoverned territories now have an actual army size. I don't think that was the case before. Okay, no, it's only like native British land that has an army force of 0. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Currently not owned by any major player down in Africa and Southeast Asia. Alright. Well, 35% chance to succeed. Not amazing. But we're gonna see if it can still happen. Pulled it off with worse odds before. There's a 1 in 3 chance that it's gonna work. Alright. France wants to be my ally for 6 billion. I don't think so, France. So they're now also at war with the Soviet Union. And I know my invasion failed. No, I'm not selling you my freshly refit battleship. Is it mothballed? Why is it mothballed? Well, it's got to be commissioned for 4 months. I just finished refitting it. It did get the refit, right? Yeah, it did. So let's send my my ships back to port for some refits. And then we're gonna get to fighting. So these are my brand new Wuxi class battlecruisers. Let's send them here. Except for the 2 metal snake light cruisers, they can go to Keelung. These old ones, the Yangjiang, they can stay with the battlecruisers as submarine escorts. They can go to Chinchu. Tsingtao. And back to Tianjin. Okay, that's all of you. Now, let's design refits for Temu and Beijing. Yeah, we're still doing the advanced engines. No sign of the gas turbines. So yeah, that's that. Okay, Temu, you're gonna go from Mark 4 to Mark 5 guns. Let's just take a look at the stats. 39.7 and 37.7. At a range of 30,000, we got an accuracy of 1.2 and 1.5. So let's just keep that in mind and see how much we can improve upon that. And the ship is immediately overweight. The guns went from 55 caliber length to 56. Reload time went down. Range went up. Accuracy at 30,000 is 1.2 and 2.1. Let's see, we can drop the barrel length down a little bit. 1.2, 1.7. Yeah, okay. And let's see, standard ratio. I think I want increased AP on these. Semi-oil. Well, let's see. What is my maintenance cost? Is 4.7 million a month for the Teemu-class. With oil 1, it's 5.2, so a little bit more expensive. But I think we can bear that. Modern 2 armor, no longer overweight. We're actually under by 1,000 tons. Not really. That's still pretty cheap for a battleship. So I think we're gonna go with that. Now, what else can we do to improve these? Is there really that much that needs to be done? flash fire chance. We can up the barbette protection. For sure. Cannot up the anti-torp. Can up the range. A little bit. Reload time 57.3. I think I want to stick with semi-auto. Just to check, because I could drop the range again. Could get the reload time down to 47.9 with auto 2. No, I think we're sticking with semi-auto. Because the problem I've been having the most with these is just running out of ammunition. Even with increased ammo. Wait, did they do something with the ammo count again? 594, is that for the entire ship ammo count? Let's just take a look here. No. That is for the entire ship. It's not, they didn't just magically improve the amount of ammunition with the latest repair patch. So, never mind. But that is the refit of the Teemu-class battleship. It's still pretty cheap. But now the firepower is just quite a bit better. I'm also tempted. That's a 3-month refit though. We got Mini Advanced Tower 4. I am tempted to give it the Modern Tower 2. That's the 4, yeah, it's that one. But that's gonna add another 1,500 tons. So no, I don't think I will. I think I will keep this one. Is it really worth the... Yeah, 3-month refit is good enough, and I've got some weight to spare if I want to give them another refit in the future. Let's save that design. And on to the battlecruiser. So, Beijing-class battlecruiser. They already have Mark V 12-inch guns, so there's not really that much to pick up there. Let's see, ship cost is $1 billion. Maintenance is 4.2 million a month. It is also pretty cheap. Give them oil 1. And yes, I know I'm gonna lose out on +2 resistance and some floatability doing that, but it does make my ship lighter. It reduces vibrations and smoke interference and stuff like that. And the resistance for these ships, it's pretty bad to begin with, so an extra 2%, it's not gonna be that much. 2% of not much is still gonna be not much. If you catch my drift. Give it modern armor 2. Can I give it triple hull bottom? Yes, I can. Can I even give it anti-torp 3? No, I cannot. Anti-torp 2 is good enough for these. Now, what else can I do to the Beijings? I feel, let's see, a 2-month refit currently. Flash fire challenge 11.5 because I got the triple base. Do I want to keep the triple base? It's pretty good gun range, but they are not that accurate at range. 30,000 meters, which is actually well beyond their effective range. But let's just use it as a benchmark. 0.7 and 1.5. How bad is that going to be with triple base? 0.8 and 1.1. At 20,000 it's 1.6 and 2.2. and 3.1. So accuracy is actually better with the triple base. And I think seeing as the resistance is not really that good to begin with, I want to give it Citadel 5 instead of 1. Instead of 4, I mean. Resistance dropped to 114. It's not that much lower. Doesn't make a big difference. I did lower my flash fire chance a little bit. Not a whole lot, but I've had these flash fire before. Didn't take a whole lot of damage from it, but some. Do I really want to go with tube powder over that? How about tube powder 2? Instead of 3. 1.6, 2.6. Reload time 40.6 seconds. Because tube powder 2 does not reduce range as much as 3. 1.9. And now the accuracy at 20,000 meters is just plain better with triple base, so I'm just gonna have to accept the flash fire chance. Let's actually up the fore and aft belts a little bit, because these have been taking quite a bit of damage and flooding from cruiser caliber guns. How much can I up this? Can I just go 12 on the fore? Yeah. Because the fore and aft belts only cover like a tiny sliver of the ship. I can go 13.8 on the main belt. I'm looking at a 3-month refit here also. But that's fine. Do I want to keep the diesel 1 or go to diesel 2? I think we're going to keep diesel 1 actually. Is it possible to fit some? No, the barbettes only want to go on the center line, none of the others. No, it's impossible for some reason. Because it would be nice if I could fit some more secondaries, some more 6-inch guns on this. Forward offset 1%, not really enough for me to care. So we're just gonna ship it. There we go. Refit Beijing-class. They were good before. I think they're gonna be a little bit better now. Certainly this refit is more geared towards their cruiser killing role. Now, let's apply some refits. Oh, I can't because they're all at sea. Alright, yeah, that's true. I have to wait for them to get into port first. Then we can fight. And we'll see, we might have to actually fight the Soviets first. They only got some submarines and a couple of light cruisers. The Spanish are coming too. Oh, yeah, Hong Kong is British. It was British, wasn't it? Are the Spanish trying to take it? Okay, maybe. Let's see. August 1944. No battles yet, but the Soviets already fired their admiral, so we're off to a good start. Also, half their navy decided to take a nice little relaxing journey through a minefield. What the heck, France? Are you gonna dissolve too? Belgium wants to buy one destroyer. I think we can do that. Now, refit time before my ships are dragged into battle. So we got 6 of the Beijings now, because some of the ones I was building have been completed. Probably gonna have to suspend some construction to get the Temu's refit too, of which we now have 10. There we go. Hezen is ready. How much over capacity are we? Oh, that's only like 150,000 tons. I think if we suspend the Shoima and Hifa, there we go, we should be good, and we are. Excellent. Now Spain and the Soviet Union, you're sending out some ships. What do I have here? Wuxi and Nanning, a couple of light cruisers and DDs. You're not being refit. You can go out and fight for me. These Soviet submarines, Taiju, Metal Snake class. Are you gonna go out too, or just hanging around here? Okay, Metal Snake. You can go there. You two can go up here and fight the Soviet subs outside of Vladivostok. There we go. Off to a start. Good start? I don't know, but it's a start. Politically, how are we looking like? Soviet Union has 60 ships. I think they scrapped a bunch a couple of months ago. Building 55, repairing 1. So a lot of the 60 ships they have in service are the ones damaged from the minefield. Spain has 82. Most of those are light ships though. Spain has by far the worst economy out of any nation in the game currently. Who's got the highest GDP? France? 2.3 billion? Trillion, I mean. Not that far behind, almost 1.5. Austria-Hungary 1. Soviet Union 1.5. Germany almost 1.7. Yeah, we're not that far behind the field, actually. I thought it was going to be much worse. But the economy has been growing throughout all of these wars, and yeah, okay. September then. And we have a meeting. And also a submarine battle. France and Spain. And Germany and the Soviet Union. We damaged the submarine. Nanning and Wuxi are going to be fighting a San Francisco class heavy cruiser. She's got 4 10-inch guns and a Fletcher, no, not Fletcher class, Tahoe class. It's just called a Fletcher. Does Spain get American ship names randomly? I guess they do. That is quite an ugly looking... no, not really. It's not really ugly. Now that I think about it, it actually looks a lot... Just the silhouette looks a lot like a... like the Warspite, actually. I could refit Queen Elizabeth. Let's see, is she visible? Let's have the DDs join up together. I was gonna send the light cruisers home. They're really just here for submarine escorts. But they could catch up to and spot that heavy cruiser. In fact, my battle cruisers are also faster than the enemy heavy cruiser. I'm being spotted. These are the new DDs. Yeah, they are. Perfect. We got new DDs, new battle cruisers, all working together. There we go. We have spotted the enemy. Oh, they are heavily damaged from something. Wow, that's some lens flare right there. Yeah, no wonder I thought it looked like a British battleship in the silhouette. It's got the British battleship bridge. What's with the lens flare? Okay, Wuxi and Nanning, you can go down to cruising speed, 27 knots. Broadside on. And just fire away. These light I think these are the last two of the Beijing-class light cruisers I have. They can just keep getting closer and spot the DD. There we go. Good hit. It's even closer to death now. Let's see, like that maybe? It's a new ship class, so it could be on the thumbnail. Or maybe I can just get a screenshot of the refit Japanese battleship. You guys can actually just smoke up. There we go, Fletcher. And you both switch targets already. Nanning can keep hitting that. Okay, the Fletcher is not that fast. Let's see, light cruisers. You have range to the Fletcher? Yeah, you do. Got a regular crew in our brand new battle cruisers. Oh, no hits. I was hoping I was going to get some hits here. Weather is pretty good. Yeah, my DDs are scoring some hits. There we go. Good flooding hit. They've scored a tiny hit on Juliang. There we go, big hit on the DD. What hit you? 16-inch. Yeah, there's not much left there. Did you launch torpedoes or lose them? Torpedoes destroyed. Okay. La Concepcion. What kind of armor do you have? Some armor. Let's have you guys fire AP. Okay, you can just get out of here. I don't really need you. You've played your part. Yeah, they should probably have just been firing AP at that cruiser from the start. Because I think it only needs like one good hit. To go down. With the structure already this low, the flooding is gonna spread, as you see it's doing here. And that's gonna be it, I think. Yep, that was it. Not bad. Not really a fair fight, but at least we got some target practice in for the Wuxi and Nanning. And that was apparently enough for Spain to ask for a peace treaty. They don't really have anything nearby that I want to invade, so that war is probably not going to last long anyway. Because unless I have an active naval invasion... Let's see, yeah, lots of military conflict in former British colonies. Unless I have an active naval invasion, sooner or later, even if I say, yes, continue the war is just gonna end. That's how it is. Let's see, any Spanish submarines nearby? No, no. Send another light cruiser up here, because the one that was gonna go down is still up here. Are my refits coming along? Fine. Everything is fine. Do I want to refit some cruisers too? Maybe maybe later. I'm wondering, is gas turbines going to come in after this? Could be they just changed the order of things, but I don't know. Looks like we're going to have a DD fight on our hands. Total of 3 Spanish DDs are assembling here. Not much of a fight, but it's something. War continues with Spain. Alright. Okay, so the single light cruiser is fighting the group of submarines, and the group of light cruisers are probably going to fight the single submarine. Still went pretty well though, sank 3 submarines, damaged 3 more. Sank that submarine. Oh, here we go. We have an actual battle on our hands. The Galga Ceres-class battlecruiser. 52,000 tons. Cost 1.5 billion. That's incredibly cheap. Well, it's not very fast, only 26.1 knots, but she's got 8 18.6-inch guns. Probably not a lot of armor, but well, maybe. Being so slow, Maybe the AI figured out that she needed a lot of armor. Lots of these San Francisco class heavy cruisers. I think, I don't want to be a coward or nothing, but I think this is a fight for a larger task force. Or actually, what we could do, we could do a running away engagement, because I'm faster than their battlecruiser, faster than their heavy cruisers, about the same speed as their light cruisers, 0.1 knots slower, at least my battlecruisers. The DDs are not that fast either, so I think we can work with this. Yeah, we can make this work, kind of depending on how effective this is gonna be. Alright, let's see what we're up against. I think my DDs will have some torpedo fun. We start pretty close, only 30 kilometers away. La Galga. Not a lot of armor. Oh, yeah, she got 2 quad turrets. I misread it. I thought she had 4 double turrets, like an ABXY layout, but no. 2 quads. 8.4 main belt, 1.8 pretty much everywhere else. Yeah, I think this is HE food. Mark III guns. The range of basically 30 kilometers. 1% accuracy. And at this range I've got 2.9 and 3.7. So quite a bit better. And also I have armor, but 18-inch guns, still no joke. Light cruisers, maybe you can get some torpedoes off. Maybe, maybe not. I think torpedoes is gonna be what my DDs do. Both of you target La Galga. Actually, belay that. Target the heavy cruisers. Let's see, can my DDs get out from stop grinding. Okay, we got some good hits. Let's see, what kind of armor do the light cruisers have? Because we have not seen those yet. Well, they look kind of decent. A little bit light on firepower. Only got 3 7.8-inch guns. They have armor. Not a whole lot of armor, but some armor. I'm kind of liking that. It's not a bad looking ship. It's just a little bit well, for 800 million, roughly twice the cost of one of mine. More than twice, actually. Heavy cruisers, 700 million. DDs 63. These are, wow, 22 knots. Okay, so only some of them are 30 knot DDs. Some of them are really, really slow. I think maybe you guys Yeah, stick with the auto selection. DDs, smoke up. How far away are we? 15 kilometers. Now get you all in a line. Okay, let's select some targets here. Because you guys have torpedoes too. And I want you to make use of those torpedoes. Hongguang, yeah, you are clear of my light cruisers. Target that one. Jingjiang, that one. Zhangye, that one. Honshu, that one. And luckily, the Spanish ships have pretty much all the same speed, so there you go, get some torpedoes out. All of you are launched. All of you have launched. Guns are hitting. Did any of the enemy ships launch torpedoes in return? Cristobal Colon launched torpedoes. Okay, the heavy cruisers have torps. What kind of range? 14.8. I think Wuxi and Nanning should start preemptively turning. You to detach, so I don't have you all in one big line. There we go. Let's start watching some torpedo carnage, maybe. Four torpedo hits. Any more? They're decently maneuverable, the Spanish ships. They're a dud torpedo. Does not really help me much. Galga, are you gonna take one? No, you've not taken a single one. 6 torpedo hits, but I know 2 of them were duds. Let's have my light cruisers. Wow! No, no, no. What hit you? 18-inch. One shot. Yeah, light cruiser curse. Still in effect. Let's throw some lead at that battlecruiser as punishment. She will not get away with that. Also, maybe AP, because you might need that HE later. Range to Galga is 30 kilometers. Near enough. DDs have rearmed. We can go in for another run. Let's see, what else do we know about La Galga? We got anti-torp 5, so torpedoes will not be that effective. Citadel 5. Triple bottom. Torpedoes will not be very effective then. Barbette 3. Tube powder 2, TNT 4. Heavy shells, but reduced ammo. So, not super explosive. But maybe somewhat explosive. We're 20 kilometers out. Smoke. Let's get a little bit closer. Conning tower damaged on Galga. Actually, nonning, you can target Virgen. You can turn your guns off, by the way. Maybe that will help to keep you hidden. There we go, flooding hit on the battlecruiser. Now, Hangzhou, you've taken a flooding hit yourself. So once you launch, yeah, you're out of torps, so that doesn't really matter. Let's see if these torps are going to be of more use than the last batch. Suddenly the bulk of the cruiser formation is back here. Torpedo hit on Virgen. Are we gonna strike the La Galga? Gonna get 2 hits. 2 torpedo hits. Another dud torpedo. How many dud torpedoes is that by now? Flash fire on Virgen. Because you've got Cordite 3, TNT 4. I'll turn the battlecruisers again. DDs will just keep going. That was quite a bit more damage. I need to sink some ships because they sunk my light cruiser. And I'm not leaving this battle having lost a ship without sinking anything in return. Keep up the AP on La Galga. He doesn't have that much armor, but... Well, actually... Just as I said, I think... HE might have been more effective. We get a flash fire. Blow up all of our ammo. And cause major flooding. So, yeah, do keep it up. Do keep that up. They're not quite in 6-inch gun range yet. Can we maybe sink this? I think we might be able to. I think that was a kill shot. Let's switch to those 2 light cruisers. Yeah, no, she's going down. There we go. 1 battle cruiser for a light cruiser. So far, we are ahead. And if the Spanish send any more battle groups like this, or to my waters, okay, the 2 targets I picked are no longer viable because they're invisible. Let's just fire at will. If they're sending more groups like this over to my waters, I will soon have my battleships ready. Oh, and also, yeah, the Japanese battleship. It's done. The refit is finished. So she's ready to go, as are all my heavy cruisers. They're not getting refit. You can see the target switching in full effect here. Switching back and forth, which is very annoying. How much armor did you have? 4 on the main belt. I could score pens with HE, but it doesn't seem like I'm doing, so let's just go with AP. It worked well for the battlecruiser. If I can pick up some heavy cruiser kills as well, all the better. They had some DDs somewhere, so that's probably what I want to use my HE on. Their light cruisers comically had more armor than their heavy cruisers. Maybe not on the main belt, but everywhere else. There you go, flooding hit on Cristobal. She's taken enough damage before that flooding should... No. Don't switch targets. When I tell you to load AP, it's because I want you to fire at AP targets. Right? Like, that's the logic I was following. I'm just gonna switch back once those DDs come back into view. Just you wait. I can almost guarantee that's what the Wuxi and Nanning are gonna do. Is that a kill shot on Cristobal? Not yet. The Citadel is mostly holding. For now. Here we go, floating on Virgen. Are you coming to within secondary range? Converse. Are you done yet? Not yet. That was probably the end of Cristobal. Yep, she's taking floating in the Citadel. Some parting shots out. Oh, she's still holding on. Virgen might actually go before her. Where did the DDs go? I'm maneuvering so my fire is less accurate. And so we're now sailing in opposite directions. Not that I think Ultimate Admirals actually takes that into account. There are the DDs. Almost in secondary range. Before I make a fool out of myself by sailing into a wall of torpedoes, yeah, some of these have 20-inch, well, 20-kilometer torps. The slow DDs have the dangerous torps, 22-inch, 22-kilometer range. The not so slow DDs have bigger torpedoes, but not as long ranged. Okay. Okay. Let's just finish off these two heavy cruisers first, before worrying about the DDs. Are we just reflooding the same flooded compartments? Okay, you launched. Secondaries on you. Nonning, you can keep targeting that one. Okay, let's just now for real finish off the two heavy cruisers. Have to maneuver to avoid torpedoes there. Like for real. Get them sunk. Might not actually have enough ammo to deal with the DDs. Although the 6s are not bad. Come on, you're so close to sinking. Just a couple more flooding hits. But like flooding hits in flooded compartments. There we go, just Wittgen left. And then we're gonna double back again and deal with those DDs. Could just retreat, call it a victory already, but they sunk my my light cruiser. I can't just let that go unpunished. One more volley, please. No, we're just reflooding what is already flooded. Come on. Need a center hit. There we go. No. There we possibly go. Yeah. There she went. Okay, we got another heavy cruiser up ahead. Are we just gonna sink that and not care about the DDs? I think so, because it's worth more. And it's less of a risk. Save. probably gonna have to get a little bit closer than we were with the other two. Luckily, I am faster. If only by a little bit. If I can just score some flooding, things will be very nice. But I think we're about to run out of ammo. Curse that 1.6 ammo count nerf. Oh, he did some damage at least. Back to auto. If you're gonna run out of ammo, you might as well run out of ammo. Got a main deck overpen actually. Main deck 1.1. There we go. Full pen. With flooding. No, that was also an overpen. Okay. DDs are nowhere to be found. I should have just gone for them and then double back and sunk the wounded cruisers. Because I think with only 2 battlecruisers, I could probably have avoided their torpedoes without too much trouble. They're not as maneuverable as the Beijing-class, but they're still not like super sluggish super battleships or anything like that. There we go. Yeah, this is effective. HE is really getting it done on this. And yes, I could have used HE for those other 2, but I was saving it for the DDs. Flash fire, and she's gonna sink. So that's 3 heavy cruisers sunk. And me very low on ammo, which is quite typical. Actually, Nanning has quite a bit of ammo left. We're gonna end it here though. Lost 1 light cruiser, sank a battle cruiser and 3 heavy cruisers, so they only have the light cruisers left, and they all buggered off to somewhere, but some of them were quite hurt because they took torpedoes. Let's see. Let's just sort by nation. Here we go. My DDs did nothing. Very little, and quite a bit. 13,000 for Hangzhou. Jiujiang did very little before she took an 18-inch shell to the knee. Which is a ship part, by the way, so that could have happened. Wuxi and Nanning, of course, did pretty much everything. Alright. Okay, that was a little bit confusing because the Spanish color is the same as the sunk color, but okay. And I think that's an episode. I was just about to say good start to 1944, but 1944 is almost over. Let's see, 1 Spanish submarine there. And send my single light cruiser to take care of it. My refit's done in 2 months. Where's the rest of that Spanish formation? Here it is. 15 lights, 1 heavy left. You guys need ammo. And a little bit of repair, so you can just go home to Shanghai. Meanwhile, you got some ships here. My heavy cruisers should not have any trouble sinking those light cruisers. And Konko, the Heezen of the Konko class, should be able to provide some support. So we're sending out this, minus the Teemu class and the battlecruisers. But the rest of it, these are all Chongqing Bay. Beijing-class, you can join in as well. Do I have any more like heavy cruisers somewhere? I think I do somewhere. Didn't I? Yeah, here. The Beijings are being refits. No, I think that's enough of a force to take care of that. We'll see next time. Goodbye, and take care.